What if I told you that there's one simple habit, something so basic that you probably overlook it every single day, that could add years to your life and dramatically improve how you feel right now? Not months from now, not after expensive treatments or complicated diets, but immediately. You might think I'm exaggerating, but the science behind what I'm about to share with you is so compelling that it's been studied by Harvard Medical School, Stanford University, and the Mayo Clinic for over 2 decades. Here's what's fascinating and perhaps a little unsettling. Most people over 50 are unknowingly shortening their lifespan by ignoring this one crucial habit. They're experiencing unnecessary fatigue, brain fog, joint stiffness, and even accelerated aging, all because they're missing this simple daily practice. The tragedy is that it costs nothing, requires no special equipment, and takes less than 10 minutes a day. But here's where it gets really interesting. This habit doesn't just extend your life, it transforms the quality of every single day you have left. Imagine waking up with more energy than you've had in years. Picture your mind feeling sharp and clear, your body moving with ease, and your mood naturally elevated. This isn't wishful thinking or some miracle cure marketing scheme. This is documented science that pharmaceutical companies would prefer you didn't know about because it can't be patented or sold in a bottle. The research is staggering. People who practice this habit consistently show a 23% reduction in overall mortality risk. They have stronger immune systems, better cardiovascular health, improved cognitive function, and remarkably, they maintain their independence well into their 80s and 90s. Yet surveys show that less than 15% of Americans over 50 are doing this consistently. You see, as we age, our bodies and minds face unique challenges. Our metabolism slows down, our muscle mass naturally decreases, our balance becomes less stable, and our energy levels fluctuate more dramatically. What worked for us in our 30s and 40s isn't enough anymore. We need something specifically designed for the aging process, something that works with our changing physiology, not against it. And that's exactly what this habit provides. Now, before I reveal this life-changing habit, I want you to understand something crucial. This isn't about adding another complicated routine to your already busy life. This isn't about expensive supplements, gym memberships, or drastic lifestyle overhauls. This is about working smarter, not harder, with your body's natural rhythms and needs as you age. The habit I'm talking about has been practiced by the world's longest-living populations for centuries. The people of Okinawa, Japan, who regularly live past 100 with remarkable vitality, do this daily. The residents of Sardinia, Italy, where men live as long as women anywhere else in the world, have made this a cornerstone of their daily routine. The Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda, California, who outlive other Americans by nearly a decade, have incorporated this practice into their community culture. What's this habit? It's the practice of deliberate, mindful walking combined with specific breathing techniques designed for optimal aging. But wait, before you think, I already walk, let me explain why this is completely different from your typical stroll around the block or walk to the mailbox. This is strategic walking. It's walking with purpose, intention, and specific techniques that activate your body's natural healing mechanisms, boost your brain's neuroplasticity, and trigger the release of powerful anti-aging compounds that your body produces naturally, but stops making efficiently as you get older. Here's what makes this so powerful for people over 50. First, it addresses the unique challenges of aging simultaneously. While you're walking, you're strengthening your heart, improving your balance, enhancing your cognitive function, boosting your mood, and increasing your bone density all at the same time. It's like getting the benefits of multiple expensive treatments in one simple, enjoyable activity. Second, it's adaptable to any fitness level. Whether you're dealing with arthritis, recovering from surgery, managing diabetes, or simply feeling less energetic than you used to, this method can be modified to work for you. You're not competing with anyone or trying to meet some arbitrary fitness standard. You're working with your body as it is right now, helping it become the best version of itself. Third, it's sustainable. Unlike intense workout programs that leave you exhausted or complicated diet plans that are impossible to maintain, this habit actually gives you energy and becomes easier the more you do it. People who start this practice often tell me it becomes the highlight of their day, something they look forward to rather than another chore on their to-do list. Before we dive deeper into exactly how to do this and why it's so powerful, I want to know you're with me. If you're watching this because you want to feel more energetic, think more clearly, and maintain your independence as you age, type 1 in the comments below. If you're skeptical and think this sounds too simple to work, type 0. Your engagement helps me understand what content serves you best. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I'm going to be sharing more evidence-based strategies specifically designed for thriving after 50. The mainstream health industry often overlooks the unique needs of our age group, but here we focus exclusively on what actually works for bodies and minds that have lived, experienced, and learned. I also want to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Are you dealing with specific health challenges that make traditional exercise difficult? Have you tried walking programs before that didn't give you the results you were hoping for? Drop a comment and let me know, because your experiences help shape the content I create. Now here's what we're going to cover in the next few minutes. I'm going to explain exactly why this walking method is so effective for people over 50, breaking down the science in simple terms. Then I'll walk you through the specific technique step by step, including the breathing patterns, the optimal timing, and how to modify it for your current fitness level. Finally, I'll share some advanced strategies that can amplify the benefits even further. Let's start with the science, because understanding why this works will motivate you to actually do it consistently. As we age, several key changes happen in our bodies that this walking method specifically addresses. Your heart, like any muscle, needs the right kind of stimulation to stay strong. But here's what most people don't realize. The type of exercise that was optimal for your heart in your 20s and 30s can actually be counterproductive after 50. High-intensity workouts can create too much oxidative stress, while being sedentary obviously leads to cardiovascular decline. The walking method I'm going to teach you creates what researchers call optimal cardiovascular stress. It elevates your heart rate to a specific zone that triggers the production of nitric oxide, a compound that keeps your blood vessels flexible and healthy. Studies show that people who walk in this specific way for just 30 minutes a day reduce their risk of heart disease by 35% and stroke by 27%. But it goes deeper than that. This type of walking also improves what's called heart rate variability, which is your heart's ability to adapt to different stresses. As we age, this variability naturally decreases, but targeted walking can actually reverse this decline, giving you a younger, more resilient cardiovascular system. Here's where it gets really exciting. This walking method doesn't just improve your physical health, it literally changes your brain structure. Neuroscientists have discovered that specific types of rhythmic movement combined with controlled breathing trigger the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. As we age, our brains naturally shrink slightly, and we produce less BDNF. This leads to memory issues, difficulty concentrating, and that frustrating feeling of mental fog. But people who practice this walking method show increased brain volume in areas responsible for memory, executive function, and emotional regulation. One study followed adults over 60 for 2 years and found that those who did strategic walking actually grew new brain tissue, while the sedentary group continued to experience brain shrinkage. The breathing component is crucial here. When you breathe in specific patterns while walking, you activate your vagus nerve, which connects your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system. This activation improves what scientists call brain-body coherence, leading to better decision-making, improved mood, and enhanced cognitive flexibility. After 50, we lose approximately 1 to 2% of our muscle mass per year if we don't actively work to maintain it. Traditional strength training can help, but it's not always accessible or enjoyable for everyone. This walking method incorporates subtle resistance techniques that activate your major muscle groups while being gentle on your joints. The key is something called functional movement patterns. Instead of just putting one foot in front of the other, you'll learn to engage your core, activate your glutes, and use your arms in ways that build strength progressively. The beauty is that it doesn't feel like exercise. It feels like a pleasant walk, but your muscles are getting a comprehensive workout. For bone health, the impact is remarkable. The specific techniques I'll teach you create what's called osteogenic loading, gentle stress on your bones that signals them to become stronger. This is particularly important for women after menopause, when bone density can decline rapidly. Studies show that people who do this type of walking maintain bone density better than those who do high-impact exercises, with far less risk of injury. As we age, our hormonal systems become less efficient. Cortisol, the stress hormone, tends to stay elevated longer after stressful events. Growth hormone and testosterone naturally decline. Insulin sensitivity can decrease, making weight management more challenging. This walking method addresses all of these issues simultaneously. The specific pace and breathing patterns help regulate cortisol, bringing it down to healthy levels more quickly after stress. The movement patterns stimulate the release of growth hormone naturally without expensive and potentially risky hormone replacement therapy. Perhaps most importantly, this type of walking improves insulin sensitivity, which means your body becomes better at using the food you eat for energy rather than storing it as fat. Many people notice that they naturally lose weight and keep it off once they establish this habit without changing their diet at all. Quality sleep becomes more elusive as we age, but it's also more critical for health and longevity. This walking method helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls sleep and wake cycles. When you walk at the optimal time of day with the right intensity, you naturally feel more alert during the day and more ready for sleep at night. The deep breathing component activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and recovery. People who practice this method report falling asleep faster, sleeping more deeply, and waking up more refreshed. Better sleep leads to better everything else: mood, cognitive function, immune response, and physical recovery. Start by standing tall, but not rigid. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head. Your shoulders should be relaxed and pulled slightly back, but not forced. Your core should be gently engaged, as if you're about to laugh. This posture alone will make you feel more confident and alert. Your arms should swing naturally at your sides, but with intention. As your right foot steps forward, your left arm swings forward, and vice versa. This cross-lateral movement is crucial for brain health because it activates both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. This is where the magic happens. As you walk, you're going to breathe in a specific pattern that maximizes oxygen delivery and activates your body's healing responses. Here's how it works. Inhale through your nose for 4 steps. Hold your breath for 7 steps. Don't strain. If this is too difficult, start with 3 to 4 steps. Exhale through your mouth for 8 steps. This pattern does several things. The extended exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress and inflammation. The brief breath hold increases carbon dioxide levels slightly, which actually improves oxygen delivery to your tissues. The nasal breathing filters and warms the air, reducing respiratory irritation. Your walking pace should be brisk enough that you feel energized, but not so fast that you can't maintain the breathing pattern. A good rule of thumb is that you should be able to have a conversation, but you'd prefer not to because you're focused on your breathing. For most people over 50, this translates to about 3 to 3.5 miles per hour, but don't worry about the exact speed. Listen to your body and adjust as needed. Some days you'll feel stronger and can walk faster. Other days, you might need to slow down. That's perfectly normal and healthy. Start with 10-15 minutes and gradually work up to 30-45 minutes. The best times are either first thing in the morning, which helps set your circadian rhythm and gives you energy for the day, or in the early evening, which helps you wind down and prepare for better sleep. Avoid walking vigorously within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime, as this can be too stimulating and interfere with sleep. If evening is your only option, focus on a slower pace with longer exhales to promote relaxation. Now that you understand the technique, let me share some advanced strategies that can amplify the benefits even further. Strategy 1. The gratitude walk. While maintaining your breathing pattern, spend part of your walk focusing on things you're grateful for. Research shows that combining physical movement with gratitude practice creates a powerful synergy that improves mood, reduces inflammation, and enhances immune function. Start each walk by thinking of 3 specific things you're thankful for, then let your mind naturally drift to positive thoughts as you continue. Strategy 2. The nature advantage. Whenever possible, walk in natural settings. Parks, tree-lined streets, or even areas with potted plants provide what researchers call green therapy. Exposure to nature while walking reduces cortisol more effectively than walking in urban environments. If you live in a city, seek out any green spaces, or even walk during times when you can see the sky clearly. Strategy 3. The social connection. Consider finding a walking partner who shares your commitment to this practice. Social connection is one of the strongest predictors of longevity, and combining it with this walking method creates compound benefits. Just make sure your partner understands the breathing component and is committed to maintaining the proper pace. Strategy 4. The mindful variation. Once or twice a week, try a mindful walking session where you focus entirely on the sensations of walking, the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the movement of air on your skin. This variation enhances the neuroplasticity benefits and provides a form of moving meditation that many people find deeply satisfying. Strategy 5. The progressive challenge. As you become more comfortable with the basic technique, you can add gentle challenges, walking up slight inclines, incorporating arm movements, or extending the breath hold portion of the pattern. The key is progression without strain. Your body should feel energized after your walk, not exhausted. Here's what I want you to understand. This isn't just about adding years to your life, though it will certainly do that. This is about adding life to your years. It's about waking up each morning feeling capable, energetic, and optimistic about the day ahead. It's about maintaining your independence, your mental sharpness, and your zest for life well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. The people who age most successfully aren't necessarily the ones with the best genes or the most money. They're the ones who consistently do simple, effective things that support their body's natural healing and regeneration processes. This walking method is one of the most powerful tools you can use, and it's available to you right now, today. I want to hear from you as you start this journey. Drop a comment below and let me know. When are you going to take your first strategic walk? What's your biggest motivation for wanting to improve your health and vitality? Are there specific challenges you're facing that you hope this will help with? Remember to like this video if it provided value and subscribe to the channel because I'm constantly sharing evidence-based strategies specifically designed for thriving after 50. Your health and vitality matter, and small, consistent actions like this can create profound changes in how you feel and function. Your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right knowledge and consistent action, they can be ahead of you. Start your first strategic walk today and begin the journey toward a longer, healthier, more vibrant life.